think you have the leadership here. Commitment and cooperation of all the stakeholders. And it's so impressive to see all of the key ministries, finance, agriculture, trade, transport, up here at one time with customs, standing side by side. With the private sector, you had many private sector people come up. This is the kind of dynamic that's needed for a transformative single window, which I think is what Ghana is about. Phased, flexible approach, yeah, it doesn't happen all at once. Previous speakers said that. An implementation plan, I think this is what we're working on now. The workshop over the next few days and the whole next few months will be developing this stakeholder-driven, consensus-built implementation plan. This is the way to go. Managing the change, managing the people, because everybody will be affected by this, and they can be affected in a positive way if we manage that properly. So, the single window is essentially a political and organizational concept. It's about partnership with government, within government, and between government and trade. It's not just technology system. That's not to say technology isn't important. Of course it's important. But the key focus has to be on the impact of the single window. The impact is on trade facilitation. And I was at a big conference there at the UN a while ago, and I said, the goal of the single window is not a single window. People were looking at me, is this guy gone crazy? What's he talking about, you know? And then I said, actually, I'm not impressed if you have a single window. And then they say, okay, he's really lost it. This guy is supposed to be talking about single window and encouraging us. But that's the truth. Single window, so what? Impact, trade efficiency, trade facilitation. What is the impact being on how we do business? That's how you measure the effectiveness of a single window. And how do we do that? It's all about people. It's all about how we work together. What is our mindset? How do we view each other? How do I as government view you as traders? How do you as trader view me as government? If we see each other as partners to development, then we can go forward. The old game of the trader, you guys are all crooks. Government, you guys are all inefficient bureaucrats. I've been voted trader, I've been voted government official, and I've been accused of both by different people at different times. But that game is over. That game gets you nowhere. That game is not going to take Ghana where I think you want to go. What's going to take Ghana to where it wants to go is this partnership, this opening up the space, looking at new ways, seeing how we can come together. And in Irish customs now, I'm from Ireland, if the accent didn't give it away. In Irish customs now, like 40 years ago, a customs official would come to the company and they'd give you, a week's notice. They'd say, oh my God, customs are coming, what are we going to do? It's going to be such a problem. They're going to be complaining about I'm violation of this and that and the other. And you'd be worried. Nowadays, and this is with great respect to my customs colleagues, nowadays, because I know this is the way you're going here in Ghana, when the Irish customs official comes to my company, he says, Tom, how can I help you to do your business better? How can I help you as customs to be a more effective and more efficient trader? What can we do differently to make you more efficient? Wow. Come anytime, customs, and you're welcome. But that is the change, that is the fundamental change in how we can do business. And that is how we can really open up the market and how we can really be competitive, because we can reduce cost, we can reduce time, and very importantly, because I used to be a production manager as well, predictability. If I know a product is going to arrive at 4 o'clock on Friday the 15th, I don't care what the price is, I want that product. But if I don't know when it's going to arrive because of various procedures that are ill-defined.
And this afternoon I have a session to moderate, so I will limit my remarks to that WTO-TF agreement. This agreement, which was adopted in 2013, and WCO customers and I personally have been very supportive of this agreement because the content is, as you have heard, quite often it is about customs, because customs is at the forefront of borders, and therefore customs modernization is the key to support trade, trade and investment promotion. This is why WTO picked up this subject, this topic in 2001 at the start of Doha Development Agenda. And since then, I have been working with WTO to make sure that this agreement gets enough political support and provide real benefits to WTO members. Well, this WTO trade facilitation agreement, the content was really based on WTO standards called the Revised Kyoto Convention. And we thought that by making it WTO standards, so the higher principles of our instrument were incorporated into the WTO agreement, and in that way we can get more support from policy leaders. And actually, in doing so, I have been working with many institutions. For example, I still remember that I visited Mr. Ransford Smith in London when he was Deputy Secretary General of the Commonwealth Secretariat and of course UNECE. So, and also many donors have come to us that they want, but there are business, many trade there. So how we can forge a partnership between customer and business? That is important because ultimate objective of this trade facilitation agreement is that make trade easier and contribute to economic competitiveness. Therefore, this is important. And
concern straightforward traders. In the morning, the minister made us to know that about 39,000 applications have been made. Over 39,000. 37,000, over 37,000 has been approved. Now, when it comes to appeals, we have about 6,000, over 6,000 appeals. And we have 968 pending. Among these, I can say there can be some that has been over a month.
I would like to state it. We think that the Commissioner General and Mr. Chairman make sure that Commissioner observes the work on this 996 applications, because yesterday in my office they told me it was 900, but today the figure has even been increased, and someone has gone to pay demurrage and rent. We endorse because we know that it will go to reduce the stress importers and agents goes through. Truly, since the implementation, it has reduced going to DICs, going to institutions like Standards Authority and other regulatory bodies in the board. But for the applications, the appeals, please do something about it so that we can support you with our broadcast center. The reason was to reduce time and reduce cost of doing business in our board. Let me just use one two bed. The gentleman who spoke, the big man who spoke about the WTO, we thank you very much, because we are in the country sometimes we do advocacy, and we will be there in the government will want to introduce a policy just overnight. And we, the advocates, I'm sure my very good senior man, Mr. Ofori, the good president, is here.
Honestly, there is need for very strong data integrity. You use your unions and keep on building capacity. The ministries and West Blue will keep on sensitizing people so that communication, capacity building, integrity of importer and freight forwarder will be assured. I will leave the rest until I come to use my 15 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have a question?
Let's invite the Commissioner General, here, Mr. George Blankson, who will come and take his position here, sir. Let's give it for him, sir. For the very first presentation, actually it will go to Secretary General of the World Customs Organization, Sekuria Mukuria.
So go this way so that you can take
Sure.
the from here. Yeah. So, no, come this way. Yeah. So I present.
Let's give it for them, please. Let's give it for them, please. Thank you. Thank you, Secretary General. Commissioner General will still be on hand. Next presentation is to Mr. Tom Butterfly. Batterley. Sorry. People are writing wrong things for me, please. With all apologies, sir. Mr. Tom Batterley, kindly come.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah. The photographer is here. Yeah, in this way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Batterley. Next on the bill, thank you, Mr. Ransford Smith. Mr. Ransford Smith, please. There he comes. Let's give a round of applause, please, as he comes over.
Come this way. Okay. Yeah. And the cameras are too.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Last but not the least in the job for the Commissioner General, Mr. Tan Donald. Tan Donald, please.
Oh, he's not here yet.
Not here yet. We will. Thank you, sir. Let's give a round of applause to the Commissioner General, please. Next, we want to invite Commissioner Customs to do us the honors, please. Thank you, Commissioner. So next, we want to call Mr. Butmo Sebrand. Out with us.
He's coming tomorrow with Donald.
Thank you. Okay. So may we call Mr. Chai Sun Riya Sarayut. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, Mr. Muhammad Diop. Mr. Diop, please. Mr. Diop, okay, Commissioner Customs, thanks for the honors. Thank you. Last but not the least, to do us the honors, may we invite Ms. Valentina Binta, CEO West Blue Consult, to do us the honor. And the first be Mr. Ngozi Okafor. Hey, madam. Please, don't apologize. Thank you, Madam Okafor. for the next one. You only say Mr. Mr. Yusuf Bashar. Mr. Yusuf Bashar, please.
See me here.
Sure. Thank you. List on the list.
Sorry.
It's Mr. Umar Abubakar.
Okay.
Umar Abubakar, please. Mr. Jukui, Mr. Jukui, please. Mr. Jukui, please. Sorry. Oh, I think it's not complete. Please, let's start. Let's do it properly, please. Thank you. At this point, may I invite the Secretary General of the BCU, Sekunyo. Yeah, thank you.
Appreciation for Ghana Revenue Authority and organizing committee for this beautiful reception, and of course a very useful conference that we finished today. And from today I understand that there will be a workshop on single window. So now that the national single window is really on track. And well, what I would like to say is that customs is always at the borders, and WCO's vision is borders divide, customs connects. And for the connectivity, what is important is engagement of stakeholders. And actually, this year's WCO theme is coordinated border management, an inclusive way for connecting all stakeholders. And this conference really is a very good conclusion of the WCO theme of this year. By the way, next year's theme, I can tell you, this will be digital customs progressive engagement, meaning that now with this collaboration and trust-based engagement, we move on to digital, that is national single window in this country. So I wish you all the best for all stakeholders to join force in moving forward for the customs reform and contribution to economic competitiveness of Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Secretary General. To crown it all, we invite the Commissioner General, Ghana Revenue Authority, to give his closing remarks and then to bid our delegates farewell, at least for today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Robert. Secretary General of the WCO, Mr. Kunio, and the distinguished guests, especially the special speakers, the Commissioner of the Customs Division, Deputy Commissioners, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a very long day, and so much has gone into this day by way of hard work, but we have also benefited tremendously by way of the enlightenment, the light that has been shed on the concept of national single window. This is the first of its kind in this country, and we should count ourselves the trailblazers in this area. And throughout, from morning to evening, it's been very clear that all the presentations and the questions and the discussions have nourished our minds in a great way, and we are grateful for this. We are also grateful for the facilities, the fiscal facilities that were made available to us you were taken care of very well. The meals have been good. There have been good drinks. And this entertainment this evening has also been fantastic. We owe this to the organizers who worked so hard behind the scenes to produce what we have seen today. And therefore, we say thank you to the organizers. We say thank you to West Blue Consulting for putting up this show. And also, finally, I wish to say that since the conference itself provided us so much, and also you have enjoyed in terms of the physical facilities and others that have been made available to us, all from the 1% fee. That is fine. So if there is no reason to be happy with the 1%, I believe this is one single reason why the 1% must continue to be charged, so that we can have very enlightening and useful conferences and training workshops like this one. Without it, I'm sure it would not have been okay. So ladies and gentlemen, we say thank you to you for coming, thank you for your participation, and thank you for your presence this evening. The program continues tomorrow, and we expect that tomorrow a lot more will be provided to nourish our minds. So much is in store for which will be food for thought. But in addition, we will also have food for the stomach. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Another round of applause for Commissioner General. Thank you, sir. Another round of applause for Commissioner General, please. Thank you. At this point, the night is still young because there can be more dancing, more them time. Sorry. So more dancing, more music, and of course more food.